goodness. I mean, but did you then? What about with your own as a writer, your own publishing? Then how did you sort that out? Then that you made sure that the stuff you wrote you owned.
The first record I wrote for myself was the Hey Boy song. I wrote it with Boy Jarvis, the late Boy Jarvis, the late great Boy Jarvis. I don't know who told me about ASCAP. I don't exactly remember, but I knew about it. And I knew that I was supposed to write to the copyright of Congress and copyright my song. So by the time I got to Andre and Teddy, I was already well versed on that. You know what I mean? I already had one song out, you know, and not that it was so many, it was just that one song. I did like a little baby tour where they had put the TV track up, you know. I think I went as far as Baltimore or something like that. I didn't go that many places. There was a couple of places in New Jersey. I played the Paradise Garage that was here in New York City at the time. And you know, but because of that, you know, I was already an ASCAP member from my first record, you know, which was Hey Boy. And, you know, it did pretty good for, you know, somebody the first time out. I got me a little write-up in Billboard.
Wow.
You know, and it was noticed and it was spoke about. I'm not saying it was on the top of the charts, but they had like a little dance music. I'm gonna post some stuff because I ran into it the other day. It was so funny.
Okay.
It was on a hits list, something, and it had a lot to do with the fact that the producer that I was working with, Boy Jarvis, and then Timmy Regisford. Timmy Regisford was huge at this time. He was a young man who had already was so noticed that, you know, he was a DJ, but he was already so noticed that they had given him a spot on WBLS, and he was doing like a Friday night, you know, dance club mix thing. It wasn't called house music then. That came much later, you know, which is the same genre, but we just hadn't gotten to that, to calling it that yet. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of that title came from Chicago or DC or something. It wasn't a New York thing because we were underground club music. You know, that's what it was called, underground club. But yeah, so it had to do with that. And ironically enough, you know, the community that I'm from, you know, I live on the Sugar Hill side of Harlem. The neighbor upstairs, you know, they knew I sung because I was always practicing and stuff like that. But it was a tight-knit building, and she worked for a lawyer, and she was the one that suggested to me, you know, I have a great lawyer for you. And he was a entertainment lawyer. Wow. And his name was Roderick Plummer. I don't know where he is today, but God bless him because he gave me the right advice.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you already had ASCAP set up, did it mean that when you did write or do things like with Steffi Mills and stuff, you took control of what you submitted your part and said, yep, this is what I've done. So then, you know, you didn't rely on others to say, yeah, we'll take care of your writing credits.
No, I didn't. I'm not even sure if Teddy knew about it, but I know I remember when we started writing some stuff and I had gotten his information about what year he was born and all that type of stuff because I went in and copyrighted the songs, you know, and I said he did the music and I did the lyrics and the melody and that's it. And back then, you just send a cassette tape of the music, and then they had another way that you could copyright it if you didn't want to send it to Congress. But I have mine with the seal on it. You know, I didn't copyright everything that I did, but I copyrighted my earliest works because things changed later on. And like they said, you could just send a tape to yourself and it proves that you wrote it. You know what I mean? And then beyond that, you know, it just got to a point where it was unnecessary because people gave me my credit. I registered it and that was it, you know.
Okay. So
I can't say that, but I don't know. I may even own a copyright sealing for Joy. I'm not sure. I got to look and see. I'm not sure. But is it good to you and wishing you were here? Those early songs, Hey Boy, and because that's what I was told. It was, you know, how it was supposed to be done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you love what you watched, there's over 100 artists that we've interviewed. So please check out the videos. Remember to like, share, how not unsubscribe. But better still, become a member of Halftime Chat and get exclusive videos ahead of time. But thanks for watching. Take care.